I'm doing a tarot lesson while I start making malasadas. So today's tarot lesson is on the 10 of Swords. We go back to Tarot 101 and we think about the number and the element. We have the number 10, which is completions. We've reached the end of the cycle. Woohoo! Excitement. And we look at the element. Swords are air. Air is all about our thoughts and our words, okay? So that means when we combine the two, the 10 of Swords is about the completion of this cycle of thoughts that we are looking at throughout all of the swords. The history of the Smith-Rider-Waite Tarot is that it was made by a bunch of people who were studying esoteric things. If you are familiar with the way esoteric things work, often there's a big emphasis on the way our thoughts control our narrative. Meditation is very popular, being able to come back to oneself and being able to calm the thoughts so that you can then direct them properly in the way you want to go. And if you follow the arc of the swords, very much shows up. The 10 of Swords can be a very scary looking card, and that's because it is a person laying flat on the ground. You cannot see their face. They happen to be looking away. And they've got 10 swords in their back. And you know what I like to think about when I look at the 10 of Swords? That's a lot of swords. And it gets to the point where there's so many swords that you're like, you didn't need that many swords. Why? Why are there so many? One sword, maybe two, probably could have finished the deal, right? But when you think about it as it being the arc, and when we think about our own thoughts and what happens, often we have to get ourselves to this point of we think about it so much that suddenly we almost get that fourth wall break and we're like, oh, I'm thinking about this a lot. Maybe I should stop doing it, okay? And so that's the energy we get with the 10 of Swords, where we're realizing, oh, maybe I've been overthinking this. Maybe we're at the point where we don't need to be thinking about this anymore. Maybe we're just have thought about this so much that now we are done for, okay? And so when we look at where the swords are located, it's not just all in one spot, right? It's all up and down his body. It's every single portion finally being on the same page of we have overthought this to the point of completion. We have thought about this enough. We have said enough about this. We are done. This is over. We are ending this cycle. And that's what I love when the 10 of Swords shows up, because it's that reminder of, okay, I think we've done this enough. I think we're now past this. And then we can move on to thinking about other things. So if you pull the 10 of Swords and you're worried that it's just too much, it's probably because it's probably too much, and now you're realizing that it's too much. And once we make the realization that it is in fact too much, that's when we get that opportunity to go, okay, we're done, we're moving on now. So when the 10 of Swords shows up, completion. It's a scary looking card, but it doesn't mean it has to be scary. It just means it's time to move